Hey guys, welcome back. You guys are gonna hang out with me and crochet. You guys have seen me in this shirt a lot in the past couple of videos. I'm having a really good day, so I want to get some just videos out there for you guys before really bad morning sickness kicks in. I hope the Lord prevents it. Makes it easy this time, and just things with like upcoming videos and schedules and projects and everything. So anyways, hello. If you guys are new here, welcome back. My name is Destiny. I'm a mom of 3. I'll be having baby number 4 sometime this year. We don't know when. Our first appointment is March 17th, and then we'll find out how far actually, like, me and Daniel basically kind of know because, you know, but until like medical wise, and they say, and then they're like, you see like little baby being growing, and you know what I'm saying, like really put into term of how far along, then yeah, so baby bean is growing. As of right now, baby bean's growing pretty good. I haven't had any, bleeding or anything like that, praise the Lord. But it's crazy to think that this year we'll be having little number 4 in our hands. Okay, so what I'm working on is I am working on a preemie size baby beanie. Can I just say hat? I love saying baby beanie, but I keep wanting to say beanie baby. And it makes me think of beanie babies. Anyways, this is a preemie size one. I was working on newborns. I'm wanting to really get down the way of making this. That way I can share it with you guys, because I had to watch a couple YouTube videos on how to do the preemies, and I'm like, I want something that somebody could pick up a regular size average hook with the regular size average yarn and be able to do it. And people with arthritis, because like my fingers are messed up, like my pinky's curled. I don't have any like pinky movement, and then I have weak hands. I'm not trying to claim it, but I do. And just I want something that people can do at any age, any level. New I started to say newborns, new beginners, things that, like, if you're getting somebody started out and they want to learn how to make little hats for donating and things, it would be an easy project to pick up. Something that'd be easy repeat rows, not many increases. Well, it's a preemie, but I'm also gonna do the newborn one too. But this baby little hat is for sizes 3 pounds to 5 pounds. And then this one, so I have another little preemie on top. And then like this one is for like 6 pounds and up. So there's that. But I can't wait to show that to you guys. I plan on, let me think. I might be able to do it tomorrow. What's tomorrow, Wednesday? Yeah. I might be able to do it tomorrow. I just know that we've got, like, Daniel's working a different schedule. So he's not going in at regular time. He's going to be going in way later than he usually does and getting off way later. And we'll play around and see what time and things like that, and routines and schedules, because it's all fine. It's totally fine. I'm going to figure out a good time to have some peace and quiet, because the kids will be at school regardless, but just have some peace and quiet. And it's supposed to be really nice out, so I'm thinking maybe tomorrow I can sit outside and, let's see, can I do it underneath the umbrella? That would be really nice. That would be a joy. We'll see. We'll see, because by the time it's supposed to get really warm, the kids are going to be home, and they're going to be playing outside, so I want you guys to be able to hear me. I'm not trying to make excuses, I'm just trying to think. Okay, so I want to know what everyone is up to. How is their day going? Is it good? Is it great? Is there any exciting news? Sad news? I'm not saying like spill the tea, like, as they say, but, is, sad things like any prayer concerns, you can put them down in the comments. Praise reports, put them down in the comments. I would love to hear them. Current projects anybody's working on. Knitting, crocheting, sewing, adding a room on somewhere, redecorating, redecorating somebody else's home, decluttering, like projects. What you guys up to? I'd love to know. Ooh, summer. So I was wanting to go kayaking this summer, but I'm going to be in my second trimester by then. And second trimester, out on the water in a kayak, trying to get in and out. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. What I think I'm going to be able to do, though, is while everybody else is kayaking, I can sit up on the shoreline or wherever we're going. We'll see. I think they're going to do a group event. But if they're going to a lake or whatever, I'll just sit there and just put my feet in the water and just tan. I say tan, but y'all know what I mean. I don't plan on getting burnt like I did one year. Crazy funny story. One year, I had my mom, my cousin, my daughter, my mom's friend's daughter, my cousin's daughter. Was that just it? 3 girls? Yeah, I think that was it that went with us. Anyways, nobody wore sunblock, and they were out there on the water. I wore sunblock. I made sure to stay covered up, not to get too sunburnt, and I came back burnt. I'm talking about I was head to toe and just blistering red. I couldn't sleep right. And they were the ones out on the water. They were the ones kayaking and swimming. And I sat up on the shoreline and on the little fishing dock and had the snacks and the drinks. And I just chilled out and relaxed while everybody else did their thing. Which was super fun. It was very relaxing that year. I say relaxing. That trip was relaxing. That was a really fun year, though. That was really fun. Just a lot going on. Busy summers. So this summer, as of right now, I've got my oldest that wants to go to summer camp. Again, my 2 younger kids, they don't want to go to summer camp. But I think my youngest doesn't want to go to summer camp because his sister doesn't want to go to summer camp. And his sister doesn't want to go to summer camp because she wants to spend every waking moment with me. And that's not healthy. And she's been like that. And honestly, what we're learning is, I kind of figured this, but there needs to be a healthy balance. And I, myself, cannot physically enable a situation where it's like this, where she cannot cope and have friends and do things on her own and things. I cannot give into her whim where she wants to touch, she's almost 10, where she wants to physically touch me. And if she's not touching me, and if I'm not spending every waking moment with her, then she cries, right? And just has these panic attacks, and I can't enable it. So I have to put her in situations where I know she's fine. She's going to the camp that she's going to is the same camp that she goes to school with, her friends and teachers and stuff. It's a summer camp, and she loves it. She just cries, and I don't want her missing out on a bunch of fun in her youth because of her fears that aren't there. Does that make sense? They're irrational fears. And I don't want her missing out on really fun field trips and experiences and hanging out with her friends and having all these funds over wanting to sit with me, because to be honest, I don't even know what I'm going to be doing this summer. And it's not all the time. I think it's like 2 or 3 days a week. You know, she's fine. She's good. It's not every day and it's not all day long. She's fine. Now my oldest, he wants to go to summer camp at the middle school because, one, he loves being in middle school, but two, his little girlfriend goes to, I think she's going to be going to summer camp again, and they just have a lot of fun. So that will be exciting. If I don't put the younger two in summer camp, then we will probably be spending, I'm trying to think, we'll probably be spending a lot of times at the parks and stuff, and packing lunches and things, and, you know, doing a bunch of free stuff, not really being home. And then I think my oldest is going to ride his little scooter back and forth. We'll see. I just can't remember what time summer camp is for the middle school. I know what it is for the elementary. I think I remember dropping my oldest off first and then going over to the middle school. But I think they started like 10 minutes apart. But, you know, like being the older kids, they could just get dropped off and go, as like the little kids where you have to walk them up and things like that and park, and kind of want to go to a parking spot, and then you have to go in and sign them in, and you know what I'm saying? Anyways, because they're littler. We'll see though. Ooh, let me think. March 1st, we're going to be putting up the Switches, the gaming consoles, because, you know, spring's right around the corner. So in this house, what we do is, because good weather's coming out, oh, my finger. Good weather is coming out, that we'll play outside more and enjoy the sunshine and the good warm days, as to in the wintertime when you're stuck inside because of snow or the weather's too cold, or sicknesses and germs and bugs and viral things, and you're stuck inside. And we like to bring out the Switch, and we do play board games. I'm not saying we don't play board games, but it just makes it fun as to just getting on a game system when you could be outside playing and doing things. Okay, hold on. What row am I on? I think I have one more row. But yeah, I can't wait for summer. Tomorrow, I think it's going to be 50 degrees outside. And I think I'm going to go sit in the sun. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit in my driveway. As funny as this is, I'm going to go sit in my driveway in the sunniest spot. Wear my sunglasses. Probably make these videos for you guys. It's probably what I'll do. It just depends on, you know, weather and what happens. Because, to be honest, my husband go to work, leave at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then I am physically just sick or tired or worn out, or we did something before he went to work, and I'm just like, oh, I needing rest. Usually that's his off day, but because it's inventory, he has to work. And he has to work a weird schedule because his job position, which it happens. It happens once a month. It's fine. You know, I know I keep like switching topics, but I think with the screen that I have left, I think I have enough to make a newborn hat. So this green that I'm using, I'm trying to keep an eye on to make sure it doesn't like ball up on me. But this green that I'm using is the green that I use for my pink and green dress. And this is what's left of it. So I'm trying to get a bunch of little baby hats done out of it. And no, we don't know the gender of this little bundle, baby bundle yet. For all we know, it could be twins. Everybody keeps saying twins, and I'm like, no. But, when I was pregnant with my other 3 kids, I knew for a hardcore fact that they were not twins. This one, I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, when I was pregnant with my oldest, I had a feeling he was going to be a boy from the start. Like, I had a feeling he was going to be a boy, but just, you know, because you never know. Things could be wrong. That was from the get-go. I had girl names picked out. When I got pregnant with my daughter, I knew 100% she was a boy. Like, I just, like, the good Lord had it on my heart. That, like, I had that name picked out. I think the Lord had her name put on my heart. And I got pregnant with my daughter, and I was like, it's a girl. Because and even when I was trying to come up with a boy's name, I could not come up with a single boy's name. I think I came up with Malachi from out of the Bible, but like I could not come up with a name. Boys' names just didn't sound appeasing. Like there was just, it's like, no, I don't know how to explain it. Like I couldn't come up with one, and I didn't have a single thought to a boy's name when I was pregnant with her, and she was like, we found out she was a girl. Now with my kiddo, my youngest, I sat there, and when I got pregnant with him, I really didn't know. I had a feeling he was a boy, but then again, I'm like, I don't know. I think it might be either or, and it was that thing of people were wanting a boy. You know, they were wanting, not like in a mean way, but they were all like saying it's going to be a boy, it's a boy, it's a boy, it's a boy, it's a boy. And I was like, well, I have a girl's name and I have a boy's name. And that was easy to come up with. And we found out he was a boy. And it was so funny because I even asked when they told me, when they called me on the phone, because like we had a genetics counseling done first. And then we had the ultrasound done. And they asked if I wanted to get blood work done. I was like, yeah. So they can, see and everything. And they said, they called and said he was a boy and everything came back normal and great. And I was like, are you sure? And then like 2 or 3 days later, we had I think it was 2 or 3 days later. It could have been a week. I know it was like within 7 days. We had the 20-week scan. And sure enough, he was a boy. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Now this one, like, I have a girl's name picked out, but I can't come up with a boy's name. And I think it's going to be a girl. However, like, now that as time goes on, like, I've had this name for a girl picked out for a while. But now I'm like, I really like the name, but nicknames, making it short, I don't have one. You know, like, for Daniel, you can do Danny, you can do Dan, you could do Danny, you could do Daniel, you could do, you could do, like, something based upon their middle name, but like, the name that I have picked out, I don't have anything, and then, like, my daughter's name, it's, like, the first couple letters of her first name, and that's what we call her by, and my oldest, we just call him by his first name, or, like, we call him spoon-fed, because he's spoon-fed when it comes to video games and things in life. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in the Lord's hands, and the good Lord had this baby appointed before we did, and it could very well be twins, for all we know. And that's why it's hard and easy at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not super sure on what it's gonna be. I really don't. I really don't. I don't know what it's gonna be. And I wish I could say that I did, but I don't. Alright, perfect. Now I gotta add the little trim. either way, it's going to be a healthy little baby bundle. I will say, everybody's saying girl because we already have 2 boys and we have 1 girl, and it would be awesome to have like a boy girl, boy girl, boy girl, so like 2 and 2. And if it's a boy, it's gonna be like, oh, what do you mean? You know? But it's just, I don't know, like, you don't ever know what your future holds, and we will love this baby no matter what. But you know how, like, when the Lord puts an image on your head, like an image in your mind, and I'm not, like, yes, it's a self-desire too, but I just, like, I don't know how to explain it where I'm coming off, where I'm not sounding selfish and things, but I vision 2 girls and 2 boys is what I vision. And it's not a self desire, because just a couple years ago, like in like last year, having another kid wasn't even thought of. And then it's like 2 little girl, or like a little girl and 2 boys, and I can picture having a baby, and I can picture being a boy, because regardless. But I just see like my daughter running around with her little sister, and her little sister's got like pigtails, and this like little chubby little girl grin, and the dresses and the matching, and I don't know if it's a boy. Like I said, it will be loved. It will be all the things. And listen, it could very well be a thing that we may not ever get another girl, or it could be a thing that we have this baby, and this baby will be loved just like the other ones, and nourished and nurtured and all the things. And then years later, like, my daughter could be 14, 15 years old, or something, and then gets a little sister. And that's what I'm seeing. I don't know. I don't know, but we'll see. It will all work out in due time. Everybody wants a girl, and you can't disappoint. I mean, you can, but like in my family, you can't disappoint people. A baby is a baby regardless, and they're all loved the same equally. I know I keep saying that, but like, people are like, I hope it's a girl, or I'm saying it's a girl, I'm saying it's twins, or like whatever. But at the end of the day, they're still loved. I don't think I'm gonna be sharing names because they can change, and I kind of want it to be a special surprise announcement name when it comes to when the baby is born. And I'm not saying like content related wise. I want to keep the names that we have near and dear to our heart, and just not share it until the baby is born. And because like, well, I've shared it with my mom. My mom said something, but it wasn't like nothing ill will or ill intent or nothing like that. But I just, like, when I had my kiddo, I was naming him, if he was a girl, I was gonna name him after his 2 grandma Jessica, so my mom, and then his dad's mom was Jessica also, and I was gonna name him after, if he was a girl, I was gonna name him with their 2 middle names put together. And my cousin's old lady and her stole that name and used it for their daughter. Like, I'm not bitter about it. I was pregnant. I was bitter for a little bit, but it's just like, I don't want to do that again. Anyways. I'm coming up on the end of this one. I'm on the last 2 stitches. Wait, I should have measured the width. I am the one that, even though I know how many rows or whatever, I will double make sure, just because I want to not be wrong. I just don't. Like, I want to measure twice, cut once type of person. Okay. I'm ending this on this one. I will have a what's in my bag purse coming out soon. And that will be, like I said, that will be coming out soon. And I'm still going back and forth on the shawl pattern, the log cabin style shawl pattern. I really like that pattern. People have said to share how I did it because they liked it. But I don't know if I like that video or what. So we will see. But here's the little baby beanie. Here it is for size. And then I'm going to put this one on my hand. Here's the newborn. So you can definitely tell the difference in size. But they're super cute. I have pink coming. I think it's going to be here Saturday or Sunday. So I got some girl colors coming. And then I've got some gray that I'm going to be working on next. And actually, while I'm at it, I've got this one that I could be making some girly ones with. And I got another blue and some reds, and anyways, I've got plenty. Okay, I'm gonna end this video here. I will see you guys next time. I love you guys. Don't forget to support the channel, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.